Hello, hello, hello. So we will be doing, or we are going to solve linear equations today with variables on both sides. So what if we have these equations? 2x plus 4 is equal to 3x plus 8. So the first thing that you are going to do is to make sure that all your variables would be on one side or one spot. Okay. Now I have here 2x plus 4 on the other side and 3x plus 8. So what I would do in order for me to stay away from negative is that I am going to take away the lesser coefficients. So in here, 2x is lesser than 3x, right? So how am I going to get rid of 2x in here? So I am going to do that through the use of inverse operations. And now is that one done? So I am going to get the inverse of positive 2x, which is negative 2x, or simply subtracting 2x here with another 2x. Okay, so remember, when I subtract 2x minus 2x, or positive 2x and negative 2x, that would give us nothing. So that would be canceled out. So remember also, guys, that I could also subtract or add only to common terms or like terms in here. Okay, so here, and also whatever it is that has been done on the left side will also be done on your right side. So in here, I'm gonna subtract also 2x. Okay, so what's left now? In here, those will be canceled out. So what's left would be 4. Don't forget to write the equal sign here. What's 3x minus 2x? Remember, I will only subtract the coefficients. So that's 3 minus 2 rather. That would give us 1. Or I could simply write there x. Okay? A variable which has no visible coefficient would mean that there is 1 there. And then bring down 8. Don't forget to carry the sign with you. That is very important. And so with here, that's positive. That's why we have here 4. Now, what I am going to do is to put all my constant in what side? How will we do that? Again, inverse operation. But now we will focus on the constant. So in here, I want to move 8 to the other constant in here. So inverse of positive 8, that is just the same by the same with subtracting this one with an 8. If you subtracted this one with an 8, you also need to subtract this one with an 8. Okay, so go ahead. What's left in here? A positive 8 subtracted to 8, that will give us nothing. Make sure that you are going to write this one down. Then the equal sign. Now 4 minus 8. So how are we going to do that? Remember, keep, change, flip. Okay, so this would be on subtracting integers. So keep positive 4. Okay, it will look like this one. That will be positive 4. It's okay for you to write on the side. That is all right. That's in math. Okay, so no matter how messy it looks like, as long as you arrive at the answer, we don't care about that. So keep the positive 4. Change the operation sign. That's subtraction, so change it to addition sign. Remember, 8 here is positive, right? So what's the inverse? What's the opposite? What's the flip of that one? That would be negative 8. So we are now on adding unlike signs with our integers. So when we add unlike signs, remember, get the difference. So what's 8 minus 4? That would give us 4. And what sign are we going to use? The sign of the greater number, which is negative, because 8 is greater than 4, of course. So there you go. X would be equal to negative 4. We are going to eliminate the parentheses first. So how are we going to do that? Use the distributive property. So negative 3 will be distributed to 2x on negative 2. So what's negative 3 times 2x? That would give us, you're right, that would give us negative 6x. And what's negative 3 times negative 2? Remember, same sign, and it's multiplication, so that would give us a positive answer. So that would be positive 6. Do not touch yet the equation on the other side. Okay, So what I have now is 6x plus 6 equals 10 plus 2x. Let's move the negative 6x to this side. How are we going to do that? Through the use of the inverse operation. So what's the inverse of negative 6x? That's a positive 6x. That means we are going to add here 6x. Okay? Once we are going to do the operation, it will leave us nothing. So negative 6x plus 6x, that's 0. Okay? So whatever you do here, you will also do that one on the right side. And remember, we can only add and subtract our terms when they are the same. So here we have the same variables. I need to put that one here. That's positive 6x right there. So what's left with me? This would be cancelled out. I need to put this one down. That's 6. Don't forget the equal sign, and do not forget that this one is positive in here. So you will not forget, carry the sign with it. Okay, so here, that's 10. And what's 2 plus 6? That would give us 8. And then the variable x. So I'm left with 6 on the other side, 10 plus 8x here. Again, we are going now to make sure that our constant would also be staying on the other side. So how are we going to move positive 10 to the other side? Do the inverse operation. You are right. So what's the opposite? The inverse of positive 10? You're right. That should be negative 10, or we are going to subtract 10 here. Do the same on the other side, the left-hand side there. Okay? Then let's perform the operation. So here, we're going to put 8x. What happened to this one? That's nothing, right? 10 minus 10, that was 0, be 0. So now we have 6 minus 10. Same thing earlier. So if we really want to do that one easily, so remember the KCF. The keep, the change, the flip. You keep positive 6. You change the operation sign. This subtraction sign would become now addition sign. And what happened to positive 10? It will now become negative 10. So this would go like 6 plus negative. It will go like this. 6 plus negative 10. So we are now under adding integers with unlike signs. So when we do add integers with unlike signs, we simply subtract the numbers. So what's 10 minus 6? That would give us 4, right? And what sign are we going to take? Would that be positive or negative? Remember, it's the sign of the greater number, and 10 is greater than 6. So we are going to carry the negative sign. So therefore, that would be now 8x would be equal to negative 4. We are not yet done, correct? So we are going now to make sure that we are going to get the value of x in here. How do we do that? You're right. Okay, divide this one by the same coefficient here. Okay, so that's 8x, right? So divide also this one by 8, because we know that this one would be equal to 1. So that, and then our variable will be left out here. So when you divide this one by 8, you do the same here. Okay, that's positive 8. So this one would now become, what's 8x over 8? That would now become x, and that would be equal to negative 4/8. Okay, so we are left with that one. X would be equal to negative 4/8. So you need to simplify your answer, because as you look at it, that can still be simplified. So look for a number that can divide both of these numbers in here. So what is that number? Okay, both are divisible by 4. You are right. So when you divide the upper part with that number 4, you will also do the same with the bottom part number. So when you divide this one by 4, you will also divide this one by 4. And that would be equal to x. And what's negative 4 divided by 4? That would give us negative 1. And what's 8 divided by negative 4? That would give us 2. So what's x now? That's negative 1/2. Don't forget, if you like this video, press like or subscribe. Thank you so much.